Hey, it's Free Falcon here again. Today we're going to be going over preparing for some events. So pop in here to our mailbox and we want to see that the Tower of Titans is coming soon. So there's a few things that we want to do that we want to make sure that we're preparing for. One is we want to up the power of our guys.
Power.
So we can go through and pick up and upgrade as much stuff as we can so we can be completing as many of these towers as quick as possible. But essentially, you really only need one team that you can just keep cycling back through. So it's not overly essential that you max out all of these. So the more prevalent thing I think that you need to prep for is you need to make sure that you're keeping space inside your storages.
Sell it all.
So you want to keep these numbers low because there are going to be a lot of items you're going to get from the tower itself. But more importantly, we are going to be wanting to buy up as much of those items as possible in a discounted rate. So if we pop into our market here, we can open this up and let's just think our most discounted items are usually the 8 through 11 items. So let's say if we pop in here to the 8, we can see that we can buy this. These are over double value right now. So these are obviously, 8s are obviously not where we want to be. So let's pop back and we'll go to 9s. Right here. So we know 840 is the magic number if you are running just the base 20%, not counting however many things you get from Ascensions. But we can see that this is almost triple. This is well over double. So you can see right now it doesn't make sense to really buy these items because you're even surcharging, you're probably not going to be covering it. Now when we get into the 11s, it is. So we're looking at 550K over. So when we double that, so that would be 3,300, right? We're looking at a 1.1 mil base on the surcharge, not including all of being able to enchant or our surcharging bonuses for both item and the tier 51 items that we'll get bonuses for. So what we're wanting to do is we want to clear out as much as this because a lot of times these items themselves will actually be below actual value in general because people are having to offload them because they didn't prepare for the event appropriately. So I mean, you'll be able to pop in here and buy these for, 750, 820, so on and so forth. So we can fill up our inventory as much as possible off of these items and then sell at a profit, either straight up or surcharge. So we just want to make sure that we are emptying out as much of our storage as possible. And moving forward from there. So just throwing some of these guys in here real quick. All right, so how to do that is either offload the stuff now at the double, triple rate, or just spend as much time as you can inside the market and offload the stuff. So I don't try to offload anything that's got the double enchantment quickly or anything that I may have purchased. So you can see that 13, I don't actually have anything to replace it. So we're just going to try to get rid of as much of this as possible. And then we're going to go into our market. You can see we already went ahead and posted some of this stuff up at like 10x the value just to make space. But we'll most likely be emptying these out. So we'll go ahead and cancel that. Let's see if we can offload. We want to try to actually sell rather than store at this point. So let's see if we can. We'll just 10x these because it's doubtful we'll actually get those gone. So why don't we cancel this while we got room? And let's see if we can offload some stuff that's actually worth offloading now. That way we're not just using this for storage, we're actually turning a profit. So let's see, 2.5, so it's not really worth offloading that one. It's usually the stuff that isn't the primary stuff. So 2.6, that one's not bad. Let's see if we can find a better one. Let's see, what would be a good, so maybe these quartz rods. Yeah, so that's a pretty good margin. So we'll go there. So we're going to go 12, 399, 998, take one off. We'll make 11. So looking at about 4 mil over base per one, which isn't bad. And then we're just going to pick out some other items and throw on there. Your lower tier ones will probably even go quicker and better. So like that's almost a 10x one. So maybe we'll throw that one on there. 303, 499. But we usually want to reserve most of that for, yeah, we won't do that one. We'll offload those. Let's see what the books are going for. 200K, so that's probably worth it. So let's go. Just trying to get as much value as we can. Let's see what these go for. It's almost 2x anyway, so let's go ahead and offload those. All right. So, looking at dropping a few items there. And then we'll just keep on cycling through these, and we want to make as much room as we possibly can. I did not mean to select that one. Just pick one of these open ones and offload. Yeah, that is the plan. So going into the tower, we know that we're going to be trying to push through those as quick as possible. We get quite a bit of resources, and the items are going to be going for significantly cheaper. So we'll actually be able to go through and purchase at a pretty large discount and turn a lot of profit. Something else we want to keep an eye out on is the enchantments. So right now, I believe the enchantments are all pretty high. So let's go ahead and do enchantments. We'll see what the level 7 stuff's going for. So these aren't bad. We might just go ahead and pick up. Oh, they jump pretty high. So I think around 300 is where we're looking at a max for the tier 7s usually. So we'll just pick up a bunch of these. We want to try to max these out most likely, because we're going to throw enchantments on there as much as we can. And go from there. So let's close that. We'll go back in here. Let's do our look up our items again. So go with tier 9. Alright, so we're a little over. And the tier 12s are pretty much always over. So right now is not a great time to go through and pick up. So these probably aren't too bad. And it's usually these back ones. So these are the ones that your actual elements are the ones that go a little bit higher. So they're a little harder to pick up on the market. But if you just watch them, they will circle through and they'll become available. So you just got to keep an eye out and just keep offloading as much as you can so that when the event rolls around, you are optimizing as much as possible. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of